you bit me? So Anna is hurt because you don't jump in and you don't break up fights for her.
It's on my back.
They didn't jump you.
What the fuck are you?
I'm about to go.
They did. Biggie.
No! What you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Stop! That's weird!
Y'all bitches don't make me break out in this bitch!
Sound quality? Top tier. It don't get no better than this. What's going on, you guys? It's your girl, Tatiana Vixen. Yeah, that's her name. And if you know me, you nasty. Like, comment, and share. And best believe I'm going to meet you there because your girl be in the comments. And if you love what I'm serving and how I give it, hit that subscribe button so you're always notified when I upload. Duh. It has been a busy week, okay? I felt like I did not stop looking at my computer or phone screen. Of course, you know, I had my interview with Pt.3 from Now That's TV, co-hosted by Kai Bands. We had a time! A time was had, okay? And a lot of tea was spilled. So you make sure you go check those 2 videos out. I played 21 questions with Pt.3, as well as gotten into some deep tea, which is probably why my episode 2 for Room Hates did not come out. But don't you worry, I'm gonna make sure that this next review for episode 3, I'm gonna go over 2 and 3, and that should be out either tomorrow or Wednesday. Fingers crossed. But anyway, that being said, I know why you're here. The last installment of the Baddies Midwest reunion aired this week, and we did get some closure. That I will say, we got some closure, and I like the way this reunion ended, so let's get into it. I got some things to say to Biggie. Yeah, we need to explore that big time. That being said, class, let's begin. While I'm watching, I'm thinking to myself, at this point, the third part of the reunion feels pointless. We already seen the Tasiki fight. That was the highlight. And, I mean, we've been seeing all these clips of the bitches in Africa. That being said, top of the episode, these bitches is active. Tasiki came through and did her thing. So now Ivory's like, my turn! It's wild even seeing her and Lex go at it since we've already seen pictures and videos of them buddy-buddy in the club. Come a little closer. I mean, they are in Africa living it up, and this is why I hate the way Lemmy moves when it comes to the promotion of these shows on Zeus. Now, this fade between Jayla and Lex, bitch, this shit was something else. These bitches are scrapping, but no shade, Jayla. I feel like you do the same thing, and that is hold the bitch, because you know ain't shit else you can do. And of course, Dolly's with a medic as per usual. Round 2, Jayla, Lex tore you up. I like my new soundbite. So I'm now going to have Landon, you know, come through when a bitch gets gagged, and I'm going to have Kai come through when a bitch gets tore the fuck up. That being said, though, Lex, yes, you did your big one. You tore her. And after winning, Lex is still saying she need that. Girl, go sit your big ass down somewhere, please. Next thing you know, Jasmine run down on Summer, and baby, they going toe for toe. Summer is hanging in there. Summer done snatched this bitch chain. She annoyed her the whole season. This had to be done. So this whole thing where Ivory tripping Summer, the audience was pissed. You know, they wasn't feeling that. What are y'all upset about? This bitch just finished jumping Emma backstage. Busted this girl's nose and everything. Even to this day, they're saying that Emma is possibly going blind in one of the eyes that Summer was hitting her in. The same Summer that snuck Slim. The same Summer that jumps any and everyone she could get next to. I don't feel sorry for this bitch. She lucky all Ivory did was trip her. Because if you was getting jumped and Ivory was one of them people doing it, she would have dusted your ass. Be glad all she did was trip you, boo. So, come to find out, Jayla bit Lex. Lex is just shocked as fuck. Like, bitch, you really bit me? Because Lex just doesn't strike me as a girl to be going around biting bitches. Jayla, on the other hand, I watched this bitch in full HD color biting Gretchen's finger at the last reunion, which is why she lost a fucking veneer, because Gretchen yanked her fucking finger out. See, everyone talks about, you know, Diamond losing a tooth. Jayla lost a tooth that night too, but we don't talk about that. I said the same thing about Rolly when she and Biggie fought like seasons ago. Why do you feel like you now need to bite? You're not a fucking animal, and it's, quite frankly, it's unsanitary. I don't care how pretty a bitch is, you don't know what the fuck she got. Now, Pretty P? Yeah, now that fight was wild. I agree with Saucy. Dolly did her big one this round. That bitch was fighting like a stripper hoe in the back of the club. Wig off, titties out, and edges on vanish mode. No shade, Dolly. Baby, it's time for a trip to Turkey. Cause them edges, mama, is no good. And while we're at it, them veneers. Sue the dentist. Or the veneer tech, cause it's given veneer tech. Take your ass down to Colombia like I did and sit your ass in the seat of a certified licensed dentist. I don't, like, teeth are not supposed to look like that. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. There's this whole trend with the, you know, with the Instagram girls, all the girly girls. They've made y'all believe teeth are supposed to be this white, this squared, this, like, teeth are not supposed to look like that. They should actually look like they belong to you. Now, I wasn't going to speak on this Emma and Scotty discussion because honestly, I find it pointless and boring. However, baby, it got real cute when it was said that Emma only fought Scotty because she felt like, you know, she was boring, right? And then they go into the discussion of, yeah, you know, the OGs be thinking they're better or they don't gotta do shit or that they're bigger than the program. Well, who's saying all of that? Janisha. And you know it's alleged Scotty was fucking Janisha's man. Mr. Lemon Pepper Stepper himself. And allegedly a woman and an animal user. So when Janisha was speaking on this, bitch, I just had my popcorn and I was eating it up because she was talking to Scotty indirectly, okay? The shade. Now, I gagged when Biggie and Tasiki returned to the stage and Tasiki looked fat, okay? Glam Squad was working overtime that night. Now, this is really the whole point of this video. This conversation that Biggie had with basically everyone else was needed. However, Biggie did not take accountability. Biggie is delusional. Biggie is chopped cheese. And then she's sitting there talking about, well, only 3 people is booing her. Then the whole section starts booing her. Then you say, well, those people aren't booing you. Then half the crowd starts booing you. Biggie, give it up.
Come on, you scary as fuck and you built bad. We hate you.
Let her
Scotty,
talk.
no disrespect.
Oh my God. And speaking of audience participation, this audience member I disagree with 100%. Totally disagree. Girl, you missed the mark. We're talking about that the cast allows Scotty to cop please, but they don't give Biggie that same grace. Not the same, babe. We're comparing oranges and apples. First of all, Scotty doesn't go around looking for trouble. Biggie does. Scotty is also very pink. Okay, very girly. She sits pretty in her femininity. Scotty also tries to resolve before resorting to fighting. It's been so many times she let bitches play in her face. Biggie, on the other hand, will talk shit, jump, stir the pot, instigate, you name it. You do, like, okay, for Baddies Caribbean, Do you remember when they all ganged up on Bianca? That shit had nothing to do with Biggie. But because she knew that they all low-key wanted to fight Bianca, she took that opportunity to now, you know, be going back and forth for her. At the end of the day, if it was just a beef between you and Bianca, Biggie, you wouldn't have been that tough. You wouldn't have been given all of that. To this audience member and the viewers, period, y'all need to stop having fucking memory loss and eat your broccoli. And furthermore, okay, when Biggie does have a beef, Anna don't play about her. It can't be one-sided like that, because that doesn't work. That's another reason why Scotty gets grace, because she really don't have a ride or die like that. And Scotty actually hit it on the nose. There's a big difference between not being a fighter and being afraid to fight. Scotty proudly admits, I'm not a fighter. She says that, I'm not a fighter. But when that bitch gotta get in the paint, she get in the paint. Biggie, on the other hand, you pussy.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I don't even, bro. I don't even gotta come back. I already made my money. I don't gotta come back.
Biggie.
I ain't gotta come back. You suck my dick.
Hear me out.
Ew. And this is what they mean when they say bitches think they bigger than the program. And now I see why Zeus put you on Baddies timeout. Oh, bitch, you think it's that easy, huh? You think we gonna keep paying you and you doing the bare fucking minimum? We gotta pay for your flight, your room, your board, and still cut you a check for appearing on the show. But you letting us know you not gonna do shit? Say less. You won't get another red cent out of us. Biggie will not be on this season of Baddies Africa. They called it a, Baddies timeout, but the bitch ain't got a call yet. Home is where you will remain, mama. Biggie, I'm sorry, but you don't bring enough to the show to not be fighting. No shade. At least Tasiki do her big one during the reunions. She has given us 3 iconic reunion moments. I'm not going to really go down this whole Ivory and Summer shit, but Summer was copping please. The end. However, Lex and Ivory made up. Summer, let this be a lesson to you. Stop being so quick to hop on a bitch just because your friend beefing with her, especially when your friend can hold her own. If your friend's not getting jumped or anything like that, girl, let her do her, especially when she can fight. Because all it takes is a bitch to catch you when you by yourself. You already not that good of a fighter. If Ivory felt like stalling on your ass, she would have dusted you. Slim then comes out, face sitting, baby hair is cute. Clearly, Rolly is never going to forgive Slim for what she said about her son, which in my opinion essentially wasn't anything. She just said, fuck you and your son. But you can't tell people how to react to stuff like that. Summer actually ends up apologizing to Slim for her role in that bullying shit. They hug it out. Slim forgives her, unlike Rolly. And honestly, I think this might be the last of Slim that we're gonna see. Janisha then goes around, she asks the girls to, give their final thoughts. And that's when it hits me. Now I know why Pretty P will be on Baddies Africa. Because no tea, no shade, I would have never picked her to return. It definitely would have been Nunu all the way. Zeus knew they wasn't bringing back Biggie, okay? Because aside from her not doing shit during the reunion, she wasn't doing shit during the season either. Because she's been there so many seasons, I'm sure the check keeps getting higher and higher. And they're like, we keep paying this bitch more or a lot for her to do nothing. So they knew they wasn't bringing her back. I feel like that decision was made before the reunion. Nunu's beef is only with Biggie. So, she won't have no issues on the show, and she's not big enough to just be sitting there like Rolly, or just be sitting there like Tasiki, or just be sitting there like Tinkerbell, So that's why I feel like she didn't get a call back, because they knew they wasn't bringing Biggie back, and her and Anna's not beefing hard enough, and so unfortunately there would be no point for Nunu. Pretty P, on the other hand, okay, they don't know if they're coming back to the next season during the reunion. That's why all of them are saying, I hope you bring me back. Pretty P made it very clear she was still on that with Dolly. Dolly's a good fighter. Dolly, she got several beefs, and Paula being one of them. So when Paula said, I'm still on that, whether I gotta catch a plane to Africa or a plane to Mississippi, I'm on that. Well, we all know Dolly's from Mississippi, so they're looking at it like, oh shit, she's still like active with this bitch. Bring her back on the show. And I truly feel like that's the only reason why Paula has a seat. Plus, Paula is cool with Ivory. And Jasmine's not returning, so now we have a duel right there. They probably want to explore that. You know, Ivory and Paula versus, you know, Dolly and Summer. Or I get it. And that's why Pastor Shirley Caesar got that call back. Now clock that. Biggie's final thoughts did not age well, okay? She on there popping it like, y'all gonna see me again on your screen, so it don't matter. You might want to hold that thought. Because, bitch, you didn't get a call back. Everyone else says their final thoughts, and in the words of Natalie Nunn, this shall continue in Africa. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for coming to class, and thank you for being on time. Like, comment, and share, and best believe I'm going to meet you there because your girl be in the comments. And if you love what I'm serving and how I give it, hit that subscribe button so you're always notified when I upload. Duh! This has been an amazing season. I had so much fun reviewing it. I truly believe Baddies Midwest was the most entertaining. I already did the poll. Y'all didn't think it was as entertaining as what Baddies East? No, Baddies West with Stunner Girl. Baddies West had their moments, but Baddies Midwest? Pfft, baby, every episode. Baddies West, Krishan was missing in action. Lauren London talked too much. Razor was drunk. Like, what part of Baddies West was so dope? It was cute. But Baddies Midwest did their big one. And I loved it. Till the next reunion, whichever that may be, Baddies, something on Now That's TV, who knows? I will be here to review it, and you're going to be right here with me. And bitch, you better not be late. You like that last video? Well, there's plenty more right here on YouTube. Just subscribe so you're always notified when I upload to my channel. Cause class is always in session. That's right. Binge watch the